Alright, let me see if the sound levels, or you people can hear if the sound levels are fine. Early split, oh no. Alright. If the game sound level is fine, we can start here. So, welcome everyone to the first Best of NES Big 26 tutorial. Fittingly enough for the first game, which is Yume Penguin Monogatari, which is the first game in the list. I am Endy, and I hold the world record in this game. So, yeah, about the tutorial, it's not like I've done super much preparation, because there's not many ways to run this game actually if you want to do it properly. There's a few safe strats I'm gonna go over, and but overall you basically have to follow a certain route to do it effective, but it's not hard to learn, so I have the uttermost confidence that you will all be able to learn this one pretty quick. Alright, so I guess we should start, right? We are going to hop into the first stage. Now I will save state my way through here and explain as I go, I think. And I will do, you know, every part a couple of times, showing what's going on. So let's start the game here. The first thing we want to do when we start the game, there's a tutorial stage coming up. Let's show it here. I will make a save state right away here. You gain character and control at this point. What you want to do is, the tutorial obviously wants to explain the game mechanics for you, like pick up those clocks. You know what? I'm actually gonna show here why we're doing this, why we are not doing the tutorial. You see, the objective of this game, this guy is fat here, as you can see. You don't want him to be fat, you want him to be slim, because when you're slim you move much faster. And that's also the objective of the game. Finish every level being as slim enough, because your girlfriend has left you because you're too fat, blah blah blah. However, there's a timer down in the left corner. Not much to see. It's still on the tutorial, but it's the time limit is almost never an issue. So this is basically game mechanic explanation. But let's assume we pick these things up here, or you know what? Never mind. It will just take extra time. So take my word for it. Don't pick those up. Just do it like this. Jump over this one, and jump over this one, and jump over this guy. The reason we're doing this is because it affects the spawns of the enemies in the next stage. And if we pick up those items in the tutorial, we will mess up the spawns and the route will not work. So you need to not pick those up. Make a note of that. Do not pick those up. Alright, first stage. You're just gonna follow this route I'm taking here. Jump kick that guy. Okay, well, that was a great start. You can jump kick for safety here. You can jump over, but you can jump kick as well. So 3 jump kicks. Then just run. Kill this guy. Kill this guy. Kill these guys. Kill that guy. Kill, jump and kick, and jump over that one. So, we did a fatal flaw here, just to show you guys. We picked up an apple. You don't want to pick up the apple. You never want to get hit in this game, because apples are unhealthy and they refill your bar. So, otherwise we would have gotten a shape up here. So it's of the utmost importance not to get hit, but it's very easy to practice. Very easy. So you just need to learn this. So there are set drops of some of the enemies in this game, and they pick up bottles, which makes you they drop bottles, which makes you slim. So if you take this route, you will always get a shape up. You jump this ladder to climb it faster. You get a shape up here. Let's make a save state there. So, shape up means that we're now in the final form of Yume, where you can shoot and you are much faster. than you were when you were fat, obviously. So you see this bird in the upper right of the screen. He always drops an invincibility, you know, kind of equal like to a star in Mario. You go faster and you're invincible, basically. So what you want to do, you either get this, it's RNG if you get this shape up on this bottle or the one to the right of me. So no matter which one you get the shape up, you need to jump and shoot that bird, like that. Then you will grab the M in the mid-air, like that. It's very easy, just jump and shoot. You can shoot twice if you want to be safe, but just jump and shoot, pick up that M. It's that simple. Basically, now we can just run through the stage. It doesn't really matter what route you take here. You can do it many different ways. Just find the way that works the best for you. Just, you know, just get past this area. And just run through that guy. So we can do it one more time. You can go many different routes. Don't try to not pick up any extra clocks if you can avoid it. This part is it's not hard at all, so you will get it done. As long as you pick up that M, it's gonna be fine. You know what? Now my M disappeared. And this guy, the M will always disappear at this spot. This guy will jump over me. I will jump over the next one. Get up here. Shoot twice. I was supposed to jump over that apple, but that's fine. So, then there's a waterfall climb. Here is a crucial trick coming up. We're gonna make another save state because I took that hit from the enemy, so I'm not gonna be fast enough here. So we're actually gonna do this again. So, run over here. Very simple. Making a save state here. Run through the guy, get up here, shoot twice, jump over the apple, get up here. You want to do this climb as fast as possible. We're gonna make another save state here. There's a reason for that. Because one of the hardest tricks in the game is here. If you do it fast, if you go the safe route, which I would recommend for most people, I'm gonna show the safe route first. It's just getting up here. And here's the end of the stage. If you want to spice it up a little and save 2 to 3 seconds, you can do okay, let's see if I even can do it now. Okay, well. There we go. It's a very precise trick that Cartina Cow found. Shoutouts to him. So you basically, you need to get up to this position, to this platform fast. Otherwise you will not make this. You need to catch this specific log cycle, and it's pretty precise, as you can see. It looks like I was going to make it there, but I was not, so it's hard. I would recommend not going for it. Just take the ladder, I would say. If you want to practice the other thing, it's fine. The backup, if you miss this, you know, you can back up like that and, you know, make a weird backup jumping to the third log here. But there's also a risk of that hippo guy hitting you, like, and you fall down here, and you don't want that. You don't want to fall down there. So take the ladder, go. That was stage 1. Let's make a save state because I have a thing to show you here. Be ready on your mash. You see this text box? I'm gonna show this just for. See this text box here? It's roughly 2 seconds on the screen, right? Well, if we mash, it disappears instantly. But the thing is, you need to mash instantly, because if it gets stuck, it will stay stuck. You can't mash it out afterwards, you know, after it stays stuck. So you have to mash before it even gets stuck. It's very important. You lose 2 seconds if you don't. So mash during each title screen, or you know, between the stages. Alright, the first autoscroller of the game. There's not much I can say here. There's not much that will help you other than the enemy patterns are always the same in this autoscroller. Always the same. So you just need to learn how they work. The other thing is that you need to pick up 3 clocks in this stage to be able to finish the stage. Otherwise you won't have time to finish it because it's an autoscroller and you can't speed it up. except for the boss fight. So 3 clocks, I picked up 4 now, but that doesn't matter. 3 clocks is what's required. And I would say 3 clocks is safe. You can pick up a 4th one if you're not confident in your skills of fighting the boss. The boss is, however, very simple. There's ways to speed it up, but it's you will be fine with 3 clocks. There's a interesting manipulation coming up on the boss here, which we're gonna talk about when we get there. But for now, there's not much to say. Pick up the drinks. I do have one little addition here. I will pause here. You can see my bar at the end of the screen, at the bottom of the screen with a blinking heart and the blue bar. It's very low right now. You can see it's very down to the right. It's just a small amount of blue. I picked up 1 bottle. It gets lower, and it will get lower to 1 more level. But then I ideally do not want to pick up more bottles. I will show you why. Hopefully, if I get some lucky drops here. Okay, we can make a save state here. You see, this is the optimal level. I picked up that bottle, and this is the optimal level of the bar. But look at what happens now when I pick up this bottle here. The bar raises again. I mean, it goes up. That's a bad thing. You don't want the bar there, because if you get accidental hits, or apples or rice cakes or whatever it is, you will get fat. And if you get fat, you need to shape up again, and that's a bad thing because it wastes time. So you want to keep it as ideally you can take this bottle as the last one, so you have the optimal bar going into the fight. Alright, the same thing here. I actually had this text box get stuck on me, so you better mash on that one too. So you want to think of one thing here actually. You can see here you want to position yourself at the lower end of the screen before the boss fight starts. If you go up here, you see that animation it took? That's wasted time right there for him to position himself for the boss fight. So stay down here. The fight will start. Alright. So the fight, before I do this fight, let's just explain it. This boss has iframes. You can only hit him after he stops blinking. It's better to you can just mash him down, but it's much faster and better to time your shots. It's just a practice thing. I will do it. I will do the mashing first, so you can see the difference actually. We can see what timer I will get when I kill him here. Oh, I got the lag as well. I'm gonna talk a little bit about this, and I hope someone in the big 20 figures it out. So we killed him up high when he was on his way down, with the 20 left on the timer. Let's see if I can do this fight more optimal. Ah, come on. I can't, obviously. My mash was just as fast, so yeah, I suck at this game. However, the interesting thing here, I can't show you the difference right now. Or I can, actually, if I load another save state. Because I have a save state that always gives me low lag. Because on this second part of the boss coming up here, you see how slow his nose moves, and how his nose moves up and down, and you see how slow it goes. And his iframes are, I mean, the shots here, it takes forever for the shots to connect. I only got 3 hits in on that cycle. It's crazy. You see how fast his nose moves now? You see the difference? Very interesting. If someone can find out how to manipulate to not get that lag, you can grind for a record, I would say. Well, it's crazy, but well, just practice that fight. Avoid the apples. Try to rather time your shots than mashing. All right, stage 3. You also want to end your stage. You also want to end you don't want to take too many hits on that boss, because if you end with a too high, if your fat bar is too high, you will start this level on one level, you know, more fat than you are now. This is the fastest one where you can run and shoot. The other one is the middle one, and you don't want to start at that. You want to start at this one. It's possible to do roughly the same strats when being not this slim, but I would recommend practicing that fight to not let that happen. Alright, here we go. So what do you want to do on this stage? You want to jump up to the second platform here. Make a big jump. That will always get you. You can if you want. Wait, let's make another save state. You can if you want to go here, but it's a time waste, so... You can also run under these guys. Let's do that again. I would recommend for safety though, shooting these guys. Because sometimes, for some reason, they don't jump and you can get hit and knocked back. Like that. Lose a lot of time, so don't do that. Alright, next part here. Just avoid that guy or shoot him. Here's an interesting part. I'm gonna show it quick first and explain later. You saw how I shot those 2 shots premature? So, I'm gonna do this section again. There's really only one way to do this fast, and it's not hard. You can opt to not shoot that guy, but he can sometimes follow you depending on your movement and make your life a misery, so shoot that guy like I did there. It's a real good thing. Then just get up here, the same route I did. Here you have an option. You can either kill this guy, but that guy is annoying, so you can either kill him. You have to jump up a bit to get that flying cap to spawn. Otherwise you can do like the fast strat, which is doing a small jump and only shoot 1 shot, which will actually elevate your position a bit, which makes the grab faster. It's your choice, really. This is the best screen in the game, by the way. The penguin is so happy, so you will get a warm, fuzzy feeling inside when you play this. Okay, so just copy my route. If you fail, you're gonna have to do an awkward climb to the left. I can't even do it, I never practiced it. It's possible, but it wastes a lot of time. So just copy this route I'm doing here. You will never get hit because the enemies are spawned at the same time, spawned at the same places if you move like this. Show it one more time. To the right first, keep on level with this line here. Then switch to this line, you know, in the background. At that sign, after that he's been throwing that, just keep here. Then to the right. Okay, the reason here I'm standing to my back to this guy and I get hit by that guy, that's intentional. Taking hits in this game lose timer on the clock. After each stage the clock ticks down and you gain a little time if it ticks down faster because there's less time left. So get hit by that guy. Alright, next boss fight coming up. There's a few different ways to do this fight, but the safe thing that you want to do, you want to keep on the left side here, these 2 platforms, just shooting him down. If you stay on the left sides here, you will never get hit, basically, if you can avoid those attacks he do. It's a little tricky. You can stay on the top platform as well, if you want to make it simple. That's a regular kill, I would say. There's a fast version of this kill. I'm gonna try to do the quick kill here. There we go. Kill them on the way up. That's the quick kill. Cortina Cow has another setup, which is probably easier. But I used to go with this one. But yeah, it's a bit risky, because you have to go fast, you have to be close, and you can get hit. There's a little bit of awkwardness, and if you miss it, you probably fall down. So I would say opt yourself if you want to go for the quick kill or not. So it's not a hard boss fight. You want to time your initial jump here. One of the key things in this quick kill is to get up there as fast as possible. You see he has 3 phases when he spawns in. 1, 2, 3. If you start your jump at the second phase, the cloud will spawn beneath you, and you will get up faster. Like there. Okay, you see. Jump on the second there. And there we go. Quick. So just stand to the left, pick up the balls afterwards, and you are good to go to the next stage. Which is, hooray, another autoscroller. Yay! So, if you wanna save, if you wanna go YOLO and save half a second, you can actually opt to only pick up one clock here. It's the same on this stage as the last one. You can choose how many clocks to pick up. On the first autoscroller, you need 3 clocks to finish the stage, and 3 clocks is safe as well, even if you mess up, basically. In this stage, the YOLO is 1 clock. If you pick up 1 clock during the whole stage, you will have one, depending on how the fight is and the clock RNG, how it refills the timer. It's always 15 seconds, but it can differ depending on what frame you pick it up. So it's either 1, 2 or 3 seconds left on the clock when you finish this fight. So this is a cycle-based fight at the end here at the boss, and you ideally want to do it in 1 cycle, obviously. If you miss 1 cycle, you will lose. I don't remember how much it is, but it's probably around 20 seconds. It's more than, yeah, it's more than 15 at least, I think. We can check here. So this is the only tricky part, I would say, of this autoscroller. Stay on the left here, I would say. Shoot this guy that comes up. Go between those guys. You can pick up the A if you want to. It costs you 10th of a second maybe, but it clears the screen. Then just stick to the left here. These things spawn the same every time, so you can learn the pattern. Do it one more time. Stay to the left, shoot that guy. These 2 red ones go like that. You can even skip the A. Just keep to the left here. Only move left and right. Well, at that part, so it's really not hard. Just focus a bit and you will get it done. This is the best boss. I mean, this quick kill on this boss is probably the most enjoyable in this speedrun, I would say. It always feels so good to get it. It's pretty precise. It's not super easy. There's a few different setups for it. I'm only good at one. Prissy had another one. When I learned this game, I found this one hard and I did another way, but this one is, I would say it's the... Oh shit, how many clocks do I have? I picked up 1 at least, right? Yeah, I did. Alright, so here you want to position yourself roughly at this spot, I would say. Yeah, it's this tile here. If you position yourself here, he will move automatically, you will lose seconds. So position yourself here. Text box got stuck, as you could see there, but it doesn't matter here. Just stay to the right here. Stay to the right and chill. Now on this cycle he will start his... What? Didn't I pick up a clock? Oh, I did. Wow. Okay, I was worried there. I was about to screw it up. I can't show you the backup kill now, unfortunately. I should have picked up more clocks. That was a dumb move. However, basically, if you... it takes a minute to redo the stage, though. The thing with the backup kill... I mean, it's not really... It doesn't really need to be shown, because if you want to do this safe, you can basically just... You can pick up extra clocks and just try to kill these guys as much as possible. If you miss the 1 cycle, they will move together. They will move together and form, form basically the first guy, and you make another cycle of these dropping eggs and bottles. So you just have to wait for that to happen and then kill off the second two. It's not a it looks exactly the same as the first, you know, when they split into 3, but it's split into 2 or 1 instead. So it's really simple. So what you want to do here, the inputs I do. The thing about this game when you kill enemies and bosses, you can't just mash them down, because if you mash too fast or stand too close, it's all hits won't register. So what you want to do, I mean, there's no reason not to go for this quick kill, because you just pick up a few extra clocks if you fail it. So what you want to do here, you want to fire, look at the precise, I fire twice to the left, you know, twice. Okay, I can't speak and do it at the same time. Let's see here. It's all muscle memory. Okay, well, this is interesting. I need to do why is my timer so low? CC, help me. Wow, that's really precise. So it's basically 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Well, you can basically see, I don't mash, I tap. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1. That's basically it. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1. There we go. So you want to position yourself, and my cue for starting the mash, when it spreads to this point, just to the right, when he starts descending here, you mash 2 times and you will hit him. Your positioning is not super important. I mean, in this, I move around quite a bit and I still get it, so, but it's, yeah, I would not recommend going for the 1 o'clock quick kill. As you can see, the timer can really screw you up. So, but that's all there is to it, really. I'm not gonna linger here with this one, but this is the hardest quick kill in the game. So you need to practice it to get it down. Alright, stage 5. The only real safe strat in the game coming up here that I recommend. The fast strat is like this, let me show you. You get over here, you kill that guy. The thing is, the faster, if you wanna go YOLO, sure. And then you get the invincibility there. The problem with this is that this guy to the right, that yellow guy, it's random. We haven't figured out how it works. It's random. Sometimes he goes all the way to the left on the next platform, and if you jump like that, like I did, he will knock you down in the water. And mark my words, you do not want to get knocked down in the water in this stage. It will lose you. I can show you here. Let's just pretend that guy goes to the left all the way. Oh, he did. Nice. So, we got knocked down to the water. Penguins doesn't like water. You see that? I'm at the maximum fat level. I don't even know what to do if I get to this point. I always reset. You know, you just have to. Then you just have to push through like this until you get shape up twice again. And you're so, you know, look at this. It's so easy getting knocked back down if you're in that shape. So do not, in any circumstance, get knocked in the water. This is one of the worst mistakes you can do in the Big 20. I mean, seriously, do not do that. The way to avoid this, just do it like this instead. Fall down there, shoot those. You're perfectly fine. It's safe every time. You lose roughly a half second. Alright, Nightbot purged me like crazy. In any case, You want to jump down there. Then there's a certain timing. Basically, I could say you can watch and just see how I do, but I will say my cue is every time I pick up a bottle or I basically shoot to get the next guy spawning. The only tricky part about this one is there's a specific. Let's see when I get there. This guy after the blue guy here. You can't jump up to this ledge because you won't hit him. You can't shoot too early. Oh, you can maybe. But it's really this one is a bit finicky when you practice. But try to basically you can basically hug this ledge for a while and then shoot twice and then jump. Like that. However you want to do, just get that invincibility thing. And the thing about this stage is that the invincibility thing is it's because you fill your bar to the max. It's not one of those M pickups like in the first stage. It has the same effect, but yeah. So it can actually differ depending on bottle RNG. It can actually differ when you receive that pickup. Ideally, you want to receive it where I got it now. This is the best RNG. You can get it before. That makes it's basically the same this part, but another part gets a little bit trickier. We'll get to that now. I'm just gonna show you here. Assuming I have the best RNG, you can jump on this guy and get this other one. This one is pretty precise. You can't do it too early like that. You will miss it. You can't do it from the middle either, you will miss it. You will have to go from his that guy's hitbox or standing area, whatever. It's wider than you might think. You can actually be very far to the right on his head, like you see here. You don't have to be. It's not pixel perfect or anything, but it's pretty precise. So you want to practice this one. Okay. Let's assume that we got our star or invincibility thing on an earlier bottle, which will make it end like... Then it will end roughly here. If I would have gotten it earlier, it would have ended here and I would not been able to make this jump from that guy's head. What you want to do, if that happens, and only if, you have a backup strat. You stand on this guy's head. Do that instead. This is the backup. Stay on his head, wait until he jumps. Get up there. The backup, I guess, is this one. But it's slower. This is easy and it's not hard. Do it. I had to do it. If you want a reference, I had to do it at GDQ. My GDQ run of this game. Because I got an early invincibility thing. So then you have to, however you want to do it, grab the second M, just plow through. Try to jump over those clocks. It's not super easy. Yeah, I know, CC. I'm not gonna show that one. I think it's too tricky to do in a race. All right, this boss is always the same. He has cycles. First cycle, do that. Move here, hit that barrel. Hit that barrel, same time. Stand here, under this pillar here to the right. Just stand still. Hit him, run fast here, and go there. That's the fight. It's always the same. There's some sub-pixel bullshit that can make the forfeit whiff sometimes, but this is... Let's do it one more time. First pillar, then two like this. Second pillar, just stand here. Fifth hit. The reason you want to... You can also shoot those barrels. The reason you don't want to do that, you want to get hit by them, is because it reduce your time on the clock. So now Shady Penguin, now you've been a good boy and shaped up, so Shady Penguin kidnaps the girl now, so now we need to rescue her on the last stage. That was your favorite stage, by the way. Alright, last screen here. There's not much to this level. What you want to do, don't use the ladder. I don't know why it's even there, it's slow. Just run to the right, get here. Hold right. You want to jump after, you don't want to jump here. Or here. You want to jump here. After the slope. You basically have to... It's a bit risky if you do it too late. Oh wow, I've never seen that one. Well, you basically can fall down into the border. In any case, if you just do that after the slope, basically, it's not really tight. It's scary, but it's not super tight. So you will basically fly through the stage. You want to do a pit stop here. Before, this is also important. Before you get to the next slope, you need to stop here. Just release the D-pad. He will fall down. Do the same type of jump again. I can show you what happens if you don't. If you just hold right, you either get too far. And the falling animation... There's a longer falling animation which will make this longer. So make a quick stop here, release the D-pad, go again. Same type of jump, get over everything. Just hold right here. And the same one more time. Super easy. So don't mess that up. Okay, final boss fights. One mechanic here that's pretty good is that you can use both A and B buttons to mash in this game. To shoot, I mean, to shoot the shots in the plane. So, personally, I mash exactly what Prissy says. Don't jump too early, because you will, always jump after the slope. In any case, this is basically just killing both the right and the left hand. You want to move up and shoot a shot before he even enters the screen, like this. Hold upright, shoot here. Then just keep mashing. I want to move in a certain position while doing this, but you basically have to adjust your shots accordingly. He moves in the same cycle every time, so why isn't... Interesting. There we go. So you want to... This fight requires a lot of practice. There's a weird quirky timing to this. So you can only hit him in his last phase. You can only hit him. He's only vulnerable when he opens his eye, basically. So you have to position yourself accordingly. And just... Yeah, he died. So it's not a complicated fight, but if you start messing up this phase, let's assume I'm missing a lot of shots here and go slow, and then BAM! You can get hit. Let's assume I get hit here. Ouch. You see here, good ending is required in this game to finish the game. You see my health bar here. My fat bar, it's above, it's a broken heart now, it's above the heart line. Don't finish the game here, you will have to redo the stage. That goes for every stage in the game. If your bar is too high, you will have to redo that. Let's just show for demonstration here. So, well, we got the bad guy. She's safe, but oh no. Thank you for rescuing me, but you're still fat, she says, basically. So, yeah, they run away. She shoots the bad guy. Tough luck, Penta. So you have to redo the stage, and this cutscene takes forever, basically. So this is a huge time loss. Do not do this. Just try to copy what I do, basically. I got the fast cycle there, so that's good. So ideally you want to do this in 2 cycles, this final part. I probably missed it now, but it's yeah, I did. You can do it in 2 cycles. I would say 3 is okay. If you do more than 3 cycles, you're doing something wrong. But yeah, there are continues. There are if you mess up a stage, there are infinite continues in this game. So and the timer in the speedrun ends when you hit the last hit on the boss. But I think the goal said you need to wait for this screen to appear. When they fly together, then you just reset. So the key points. Do not eat things enemies throw at you. Eat the bottles. If you're low on bottles on the boss fights, you can. Most of the time they throw bottles. Oh, CC already covers that. 2, 3, 5, and 6 you can get infinite bottles on the bosses. That's true. If your fat bar is too high, you can always wait a few cycles, but it should not be an issue. I wouldn't say you should practice. You should practice it. I mean, just for fact of knowing it if shit hits the fan. But this game is fairly simple, and you should not have those issues really. But hopefully you won't have those. But if you do, practice the boss patterns and pick up the balls they throw. So for safety in the autoscroller, especially in the second autoscroller, pick up extra clocks. Every clock you pick up is it's like a quarter of a second for each clock, so it's not a big time loss. So that's basically it. Then there's a second loop which we're not doing. It's roughly the same. You have a little less time, enemies takes more time, and you get more fat from eating things, but it's basically the same. So, does anyone have any questions? Or have we missed something here? I don't think there's much else to this game actually. It's a quite simple speedrun, and if you just look at any of my marathon runs of this game, Cartina Cow and I ran this at ESA 16. I ran this solo on AGDQ 2017. Basically those marathon runs do the safe strats basically. I do the little jump down. On stage 5 there, when you can get knocked back in the water. Should I do a run of the game, or do you when I explain everything as I go, or shall we just switch over to Yogi and see what time we get with the strats, maybe? So it's up to you if we have time or if we should move over. Wait for judgment here. Okay, let's do a run. Show a full run of the game with all the strats explained. It's not that many things to... Alright, let's start a timer here. This is serious business, guys. We need a timer. We need to add this. Alright, let's go guys. So, timer in the speedrun starts when you gain character control, so it's roughly around there. So let's go. Alright, remember. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna reset. Reset the tutorial run. Because I don't do that. Never do that. Jump over those. I don't think the clock matters. It's probably the bottle that matters, but doesn't matter. Jump over those. So good. It's not hard, so don't mess it up. Alright, we run. Jump kick, jump kick, jump kick. Get down here, kick that guy. That one is a guaranteed bottle drop. Kick 3 times. Jump over that guy, get up here. Now I got the late shape up. So you can basically, do not hold right there, you will fall down, most likely. So just wait, shoot the bird, grab this pickup, run under this guy, jump, climb, shoot twice, over the apple, then do this as fast as possible. We're taking the safe route, so there we go. That was the first stage. Oh, I apologize for my jumps, but you all know how I say the jumps. Yay, we didn't remember to mash. We do not want any stuck text boxes. Stage 2, autoscroller. This is a good time to read donations if you have any. 3 clocks right off the bat. That's all we need for this stage. We're not picking up any more clocks. We only need to manage our fat bar now. The green guys is always a guaranteed drink drop, by the way. All these drops are random or global timer or something. It's not manipulatable as far as we know. Oh, I ate an apple there, but it doesn't matter as long as my bar is not giving up over that little marker there. It's fine. Taking a hit will not lose your time either, actually. Taking a hit only... As long as you don't need to shape up again, if your bar is at a good level, the screen still scrolls when you take a hit, so as long as you don't have to shape up again, it's fine. And as I said, the enemy patterns are all the same. As always the same. So, just keep it cool, keep it simple. Don't do any dumb shit, you know, stunt strats here. Just kill things in your way, basically, and avoid the rest. Get that last bottle if your fat bar is at a good level. Stay down here to avoid getting the extra animation. And for some reason, that text box was slow again. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Mashing too slow. Time your shots instead of mashing. I got the lag again, of course. That's like 2-3 seconds lost in getting the lag. It's impossible to time the shots in the lag as well, so... It was a bad kill. 6 seconds left is not great. You can ideally have like 10 or even... I think the task has 11 seconds left on the clock or something stupid. I've gotten 10 a few times. Alright. Safe strats here. Full jump. Shoot these guys if you want to. They most of the time jump over you, but you can shoot a little extra to be safe. Get up here. Keep the screen scrolling. Right, left. Shoot that guy if you want to. I won't, but it's only such a small time difference. But do this route. The enemies will spawn the same. Wait for that guy to throw that. Then get here. When the clocks drop, to the left, then to the right again. Take this hit and face left. Oh, we got the quick kill, nice. Oh yeah, there's a missile upgrade. I forgot to say that in the autoscaler. There's a missile upgrade I picked up. You can see that in the video. But it's only for... It doesn't do any more damage. It's just easier to time the shots, in my opinion. And the stage gets easier because you kill everything with the missiles. I'm gonna pick up 3 clocks here. 3 clocks will make it possible. If I miss the quick kill, I will have a chance at the second cycle as well. If you want a chance at the third cycle, I guess you will need to pick up 5 or 6 clocks. But basically pick up, I would say pick up 3 clocks at the very least of this stage. Each clock is 0.25 seconds, so it's not a big deal if you, I mean, in the long run, a quarter of a second will probably not end your, matter. So, personally, I'm not going to pick up one clock. I will pick up safety clocks here. If time runs out and you have to redo the stage, this stage is probably the longest stage in the game, so it's not recommended. You see my bar is at... I got the missiles now because as a reward for, filling out the bar. But that also made my bar higher again. So now at this level, I do not want to take a hit here. Go through those guys, stick to the left, move left and right, just like we practiced earlier. Stay to the left, get up a bit. So ideally you want to be around this position most of the time, that area. You don't have to pick up the clear screen thing I did, it loses a little time, but it's one of those safe things you might want to do. Keep yourself on this position to the left on this tile here. Makes the transition go faster. Stay to the right side. You can just be here. The only time you need to avoid his egg is like on that cycle. Then you get ready for the quick kill. And you do it like that. If you miss the quick kill, you basically have to do one other cycle. You should always be able to kill at least one of those flying things. So if you're doing worse than 2 cycles, you really need to practice more probably. Alright, kill that guy. Safe strat there, we do not want to fall down in the water. Jump on that fish. Get over. That fish comes there very handy every time. You can avoid those clock pickups for some extra time save. We got the second one. It was a bit slow, but it's fine. What's with the text boxes here? It feels like they get stuck every time. Jump into that one. Do that. Second time, then stand here. There's a sub-pixel thing here. Sometimes this barrel miss. But it's very rare. Hopefully it doesn't happen for anyone in the race. Alright, time to rescue the girl. Mash the text boxes. And here we go. So, this would have been your favorite stage if the pirate stage would not have been the one previous. So, this is not your favorite stage, the pirate stage was. So, remember to jump after the slopes and you will be fine. Just don't do it too late and fall in the water. Okay. It was a 2 cycle. Look at that. It was probably 10:04. So, we basically... Well, there's not many safe strats in this game. I mean, that was basically the run you can probably all do, well, with some practice, obviously, but the only real safe strat that's required... only real safe strat required in this game is the one at Act 5, when you... you know, jump down that, you fall down that ledge instead of doing the risky jump that can knock you down into the water. But that was a good run. I mean, that was a good show off, and I think that the main time losses in this game will probably come in the boss fights. The boss fights is a key part, of course. Especially the 4th. I would recommend really practicing the quick kill on the 4th boss. That's the sole biggest time save in the game. So that's also the hardest quick kill. But other than that, it's seconds here and there. I would think that most people can get around 10:30 at least. But just by learning the route properly. I would say 10:30 is a good goal to aim for in this game. If you want to push it down, we always encourage more players to this game, but it's a really fun game. It's a shame it has 2 autoscrollers. Other than that, it's really good. And I also hope someone figures out the lag, what causes the lag sometimes at the 2nd boss. So that would be nice. So yeah, I think that was it for me. I think we have Yogi the Monk coming up here soon with some tutorials. I don't remember which games. Maybe Quarf and Minipat, maybe? I don't know. Something exciting is coming for sure. So thank you guys for watching. Let's see here. I'm gonna see if Yogi is ready to take over here. Alright, Yogi, are you ready to hit the stream button? I will type in chat. I will type in chat when